Hey everybody, Ryan here from Guitar Teacher Tools with part 3 of how I teach improvisation to a classroom full of guitar students. So if you've not seen parts 1 and 2, I recommend that you go see that first just to get an overview of where we're approaching for part 3. So part 1 is basically the introduction of what improvisation is, how I approached it, and the bad experience that I had early on and then later on coming back to it in college. Part 2 then is actually getting the students started with one note at a time while I play the chords and talking about how we're practicing mostly improvisation with the rhythm, not necessarily what note they're playing. So now we're just going to slowly start incorporating more notes as we go. So I'm doing this using the open E minor pentatonic. So the one note that they played in the previous video was the first string open. So what we do is we immediately go to the second string, or the second note, on the first string, which is open 3. So now they've gotten really comfortable with playing the open string and playing different rhythms, mainly whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, etc., maybe some eighth notes. But again, this is not necessarily a day per day thing. This is a kind of a lesson per lesson, so I don't necessarily go on to these next parts or next lessons until I feel like they've done the complete or feel very comfortable with what we're doing so far. And that's very important too, as we don't want to rush through this and pile on too many things too quickly, because then that's again where the frustration comes back in. So we started with one note first string open. We're going to take the secondary note on the first string, which is first string third. And again, if you want to structure this, I can say to them, let's play the open for the first half of the measure, the third for the second half, or I can kind of just open it up depending on, again, you can give them as much guidance as you want. What we're trying to do is help them make them feel comfortable. So sometimes some kids want a lot of guidance. And again, we are taking some of the improvisation elements away because again, we're kind of structuring it. But at the same time, we want to leave enough open that they can put a few things in that are not planned out. And again, the idea is making them feel as comfortable as possible. And again, this gets more and more chaotic with now 2 different notes being played by different kids. And the video that I have at the end will give kind of a demonstration with myself layered a bunch of videos of randomly doing that. But the third step is just essentially open and first string, third fret.